Alright, according to Jake Euchre, Roger Ailes could be arrested. This would be huge if that actually happened, though.
Alright, I'm in New York, guys, and I want to report on the latest from Fox News and Roger Ailes. I just read there might be 3 different reasons why there might have been legal violations that Roger Ailes, the former head of Fox News Channel, might be in legal trouble for. So, number 1, he apparently tapped the phones. Now, again, they got to prove this, right? This is some allegations from sources right now inside Fox News that he tapped the phones of his opponents, both outside of Fox News and inside of Fox News. That would be illegal. There are reports from at least 3 different sources saying that he was planning an assault on Gabriel Sherman, who wrote the book about him, and who has done a lot of the reporting for New York Magazine on this. Now, whether those threats rise to assault is another interesting legal question. And then, third of all, the payment that they did on the Lund case, this is the woman who he very aggressively sexually harassed, intimidated, he had tapes on her, he threatened her, and then eventually they paid over $3 million to settle with her when she came forward to the rest of Fox News. Well, that $3 million payment, I think it was about 3.15. Well, if you don't report it properly, you don't say what it is, and you mislead your auditors about that, that could also be illegal. Oops. Well, nobody was clear about what they were doing the payment for, so somebody did something illegal. That's what it looks like. Was it Roger Ailes? Is he going to try to pin it on anyone else? Now they're also saying Gretchen Carlson's lawsuit might wind up in over $10 million, and Fox News might want Roger Ailes to pay a piece of that. There's a lot of drama unfolding here. But the criminal investigation is super interesting. If they arrest Roger Ailes, that would be amazing. And if you guys don't know, look, Roger Ailes isn't just the guy who ran Fox News. He's been quietly the propaganda machine behind the Republican Party for decades, from Richard Nixon to George H.W. Bush to the momentous time that Fox News called the election in Florida for George W. Bush in 2000. The person who was counting for them was George W. Bush's cousin. Roger Ailes called that election, and all the other cowards in the press then quickly followed thereafter. You can actually go back and check the timeline on this, because I did, and it's an absolute fact. Fox News says, oh, we flipped it, and George Bush has won Florida, and in a panic, all the other media companies said, oh, yeah, we're calling it too. We're not late, we're calling it too. George Bush has won Florida. Obviously, even if George Bush won Florida by 537 votes, and every recount indicated that he did not win Florida, that is statistically insignificant. It would have been outrageous and incorrect to call that a win for Florida. But Roger Ailes did it, and he changed history. So he was incredibly powerful. He was the man behind the scenes, and I often pointed to it, man. And for a guy that powerful to apparently sexually harass dozens of women, broken possibly all these different laws, and we reported when he did it in his local paper in Putnam in upstate New York, a guy who taps those phones. And by the way, tapping phones is a little bit of a problem for News Corp, the parent corporation in the UK. We said he very likely did it at Fox News, and here it is. We said that he had an operation where he would run research of private detectives against his opponents. I know, because someone from Fox News told me when I was at MSNBC, and no one listened until now. And now all these stories are broken. And if he were to be arrested, it would be monumental. So I wanted to share that with you guys.
Wow. All that power, and it got away with a whole lot of shit. Maybe until now. But I don't have any hope in the justice system. But if Roger Ailes got arrested, that will be the most amazing thing to boot. A justice thing that's done right in history.